Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Knightica, and this is an exceptional roguelike autobattler, where team arrangement and synergy is key. You will choose a commander, build an army, and obliterate your enemies in this colorful and thoughtful game. Now, I had the privilege of participating in Turn-Based Thursday Fest this year. We'll be streaming this very game on June 8th at 6 p.m. Central Time, right here on the YouTube channel. So if you like this video and you like this game, pop on into that live stream. Would absolutely love to hear from you. Now, if you want to check this game out for yourself, you can certainly do so. There's a free demo available right now on Steam, link in the video description below. Otherwise, the slated release date is simply coming soon. So let's get started here. Smash a like button, become a subscriber if you are new here, and I'll thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so we're going to be doing the campaign mode here today. It does look like there's plans to add an arena mode, which I do believe is PvP. Super cool, but we'll do the campaign. We're going to go on normal, given it's the only unlocked difficulty. And now we have our class selection. So there's 3 available in the demo here today. Looks like there's plans to add 6 more, and what's super cool about the class selection is each of these play very, very differently. So first off, we have the warrior, who's going to get a special shop roll when facing a boss, heal all health after defeating a boss, and the general can appear in shops. This is the general, and the orange text means it's legendary. So it's a legendary creature. Super cool. Next up, we have the ghoul. So a reroll will cost 5 health instead of gold, healing plus 10 each turn. And then the cultist can appear in shops. This is the cultist. Last up, we have the Jester, which is going to change your reroll function into a dice. If you roll a 6, you gain plus 2 gold. If you roll a 1, you get a special effect. And the dealer can appear in shops. That is indeed the dealer. I think for today's video, we're going to go with the warrior, keep it nice and basic. Now onto our trinket selection. So let's see, this is kind of like your opening bonus, right? And if you don't like any of these, you can always press back and then just next again, right? And it'll shuffle them up. So this right here, start with a succubus in shop. I think I probably want something like that. How about this? Start with a surgeon in the shop. Now this is good. The surgeon is a pretty good unit. We'll definitely take that. Let's go. And this is the wonderful and colorful world of Knightica. I really do like the sprite work. I like the vibe and the atmosphere of this game as well. And you're probably wondering, okay, so what's going on? Well, first and foremost, you have your gold reserves down here in the bottom left corner. This is what you use to purchase units to the field. It also helps you purchase artifacts and spells and things like that to the field as well. They will randomly show up in the shops. You can reroll at any time as long as you have the cash. Here is our health. If it's reduced to 0, we do die. And then our battle grid is right here. So it's all of these little dotted squares, right? And essentially what you have is, you have a certain amount of space to work with. Now you can expand, it's costly, but you can expand. And essentially what you want to do is you want to assemble a team in your battle grid that is well synergized. So for instance, if we take our boy the surgeon here, that we got as our trinket, this is a melee support that trains its allies to deal more damage before each combat. So at battle start, it's going to give +1 attack to adjacent allies, or +2 if the ally is of the knighthood variety. Battle start +1 to any adjacent lancer, so it goes with a specific lancer type unit, but also just in general helps boost up allies, which is quite nice. I do like it. I think we definitely add it. But we obviously want to pay attention to the skills of the surgeon and arrange our team properly. So we also have a salamander here. So what's this guy going to do? A fragile melee favoring beast that amplifies any statistical modifier it receives. So whenever this troop's defense or attack is altered, gain 200% of the effect as a positive bonus. So it's a temporary stat that's removed after combat. So you want to keep them all buffed up between turns, but it's definitely an option. Otherwise, we have the mage, a ranged damage dealer that invokes lightning upon its opponents, dealing zone damage, gains double experience, double max level, so it can get a max level of 20. Then on experience received, +2 attack. Interesting. I think I kind of like the mage over the salamander. Could also re-roll this and look for a lancer to pair with the surgeon. But let's go with the mage. I think we'll probably see a lancer down the road. So we're going to throw the mage on board, and of course we want them adjacent to the surgeon to get that +1 attack. And then we're going to go. We're going to fight. So you can see the different stats of our units here. So 11 attack, 10 defense, 10 attack, 1 defense. That actually might be HP. I'm not exactly sure, but it's either defense or HP. And then our opposition has 2 and 3, but they obviously outnumber us. Let's see how this goes. Alright, let's fight. You see the mages dropping down the thunderbolts, you bet, and the surgeon doesn't even really need to bloody the blade. Alright, excellent. So it looks like we do have a spell artifact. So battle start, gain plus 100% move speed and evade all attacks for 2 seconds. So this you can actually equip on one of your units if you like. Now you don't have to, but you can only have one equipped at the same time, essentially. Okay, so you got to be careful of which ones you're putting on. At 6 gold, it's a little costly for me if you ask me, but I do like this spirit here. So this is a support unit that offers its statistics to allies instead of fighting. So essentially it's going to die once the battle starts. But what we want to do with this is we want to snowball the stats on it, because when sold it will spread 100% of its defense and attack to all allies, which is quite nice. And the way leveling up in this game works is you just get a light copy of a unit and you simply just drag it right on top. But I wonder, should we maybe try to cultivate 2 spirits? Nah, I should probably do just 1. But now you see the experience bar is filled up half the way. And eventually down the road, once it gets super strong, we can sell it for a broad buff to all of our units. Quite nice. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Let's see if we can secure something else. So this is a Dryad. At battle start, plus 1 defense to all allies on the front row. I really do like that as well. We also have the Sentinel. Plus 2 defense when any troop on the field gains a level. Now it's not a knighthood type unit, it's an arcanist. But that's definitely an option. We also have the Burrower, which is another decent option. Shop roll, 30% chance to add a treasure to the shop that's free to use. Sometimes it can be very good. Let's go with the Dryad. I think what we want to do is we want to try to just load up the front line then. So let's get our Sergeant. So he's buffing up all of these guys. Yes. Let's go with that. So now we see the plus 1 defense buff being spread around, and that is permanent, right? Alright, very good. Alright, now we have some Lancers. Obviously goes well with the Sergeant, so I think we definitely add some Lancers. But you can see they are 4x4, right? So a very big stack. But we get 2 of them. So let's kind of reformulate our team just a little bit here. We obviously want the Sergeant adjacent to the Lancer. And you can put units over here just on the bench for a moment, if you like. I think we'll keep you in place there. Go Dryad. Let's get the Mage on the Sergeant as well. Do something a little bit like that, I suppose. Let's go. Nice job, Sergeant. Way to take him out. Alright, so now we have a fork in the road. So we can go with an elite monster, which will give you a powerful demonic effect upon victory, or an alchemist. Let's go with the elite monster. I think our team's coming along rather well. And we have 16 gold, so we can add another Sergeant. I mean, I think so. Definitely. This guy's 27 attack. Wow. Okay. Now, I could level up my Sergeant half the way, or we could add another one to more broadly spread attack boosts. I think let's get our Lancer leveled up. And with level ups, real quick, so if you read the description of the unit, so battle start gains +2, +4, right? If you read that, the numbers in green will inflate as your unit levels up, okay? So if we can get our Sergeant to level 2, it's going to give +2 attack to adjacent allies, or +3 to knighthood, right? But let's go with the double Lancer, because it's there for us. I think I do want to add another Sergeant. Now, once we see a third one, I might consider leveling it up, but might as well spread the attack buff a little broader. Like maybe even do something like this. So he's getting double the attack buff, right? Now he's not on the front line. Or do I do something like this? Or maybe get the Mage in there. Just get the Mage on him. Can always expand. Throw the Spirit right there. Let's do something like that. Maybe I can reformulate it just a little bit. But let's see if we can take out this little elite boss. And you bet. Alright, so what do we have? Honorless Trade. Minus 50 HP, but plus 13 rerolls. 13, that's kind of a random number. Adds a random free level 2 troop to your next shop. So free level 2 troop. Or minus 50 health, but plus 20 gold. Let's do that. I mean, plus 20 gold is tremendous. And of course, we get our health back if we beat the boss. Alright, so the mage gets double experience, which is great. So this will level it up. That's a no-brainer. We have rage. Battle start +1 attack and an additional +1. The troop has 50 or more attack. I mean, our mage is already getting strong, right? What if I threw this on you? Yes. Let's do that, because we're going to sell them down the road anyways. I kind of like it. I like these burrowers too. But let's figure this out. I mean, I want both of my lancers. Well, I want my lancer, more like, to get benefit from both of my sergeants. So why don't we do something like this? Oh, and by the way, you can change the rotation of your units just with a swift right click. That's all you have to do. So there's kind of like a puzzle management, like a team management puzzle type aspect to this game as well. But I think if we're going to make best use, we should probably do this. Because I want my mages getting all buffed up as well. And I think we could add the burrower, otherwise I could re-roll. And we could look for units. Let's add the burrower. I'm okay with that. And they can just kind of hang in the back. Let's roll. Okay, we get a defensive nut. So we got this because of the burrower, right? 30% chance. And it's a free +1 defense. So let's add that to our spirit. And let's go ahead and let's level up the burrower. Which of course will up the chance and the frequency of that happening. 35% chance can happen 2 times per turn, which is quite nice. Let's go. Alright, we're starting to see some buffs getting spread around, and you know, we're doing a good job as we travel this path along the top here. Alright, more spirits. Yes, because that's going to up the effectiveness of the when sold. You know, spreads 100%. Well, this is going to do 200% now. Check it out. Or sorry, 150%. I stand corrected. Lancer, yes. Spirit, yes. And we certainly do want to reroll because we have the burrower. But let's level up the Lancer. Gains +3, +6. Let's get this guy adjacent to the Lancer as well. Let's go. Lancer getting very, very strong. Up to 39 attack after that temporary buff is applied. Alright, so far so good. What is this? Shop roll, 35% chance to gain either +1 attack or +2 defense. Interesting. Let's get the burrower and Lancer. Get him some love. Let's re-roll. Spirit again, yes. Lancer, let's go. Almost to that first boss fight. These guys do a lot of damage, these ranged units. But we take them out without a problem. Elite monster or tavern. Punish your commander and find exotic goods for your army. Let's go with another elite fight. And let's see, what are we looking at? 35 and 91. Okay, so this guy's a lot tankier at 91. Let's level up the spirit. Now we're at 200%. Mage. Lancer. Let's re-roll. Don't get a freebie. Wish there was a way to lock some of these guys up. Let's go with that. Lancer, you gotta lead the way. 58 defense for the Lancer. Let's see. Can we get it done? Looks like the mages are just doing a tremendous amount of damage. That lightning magic. Cost of all troops is reduced by 1 next turn. Adds a random free level 2 troop to the next shop. Next shop roll only contains rare troops. Yeah, you had me at rare troops. And that is, of course, the Sergeant. Let's see if we can get another one. Wow. Unbelievably, we got no Sergeants at all. But we do have the Sniper. Battle start +2 attack and +200% attack range. Temporary. Let's throw that on the Mage. Let's re-roll. There's a Sergeant right there, but we can't afford him. But we can upgrade our Lancer again, which is nice. Alright, let's keep going. Spread those buffs broadly. And they definitely came to play with the backline presence of these archer dudes. But the mages, man. Mages are doing some great things. Gold Sprout, here we go. +2 gold, just straight up. Alright, Burrower, let's hit you twice. And let's roll. Alright, there's a Sergeant. 2 mages as well. Now let's think about this. Let's go with the Sergeant. Let's level him up. Yeah, the mage just completely just wiped the floor. I want to see if I can get at least a level 2 Sergeant. In fact, you could probably argue that I should have just probably threw him back here. Curse, what's this? Battle start -4 attack to all enemies. I don't dislike that. I think I'm good. Let's roll. Mage, yes. Level 3 mage. Lancer. Yeah, we'll do it. It's kind of our money troop. Let's save the gold. Next up is going to be the boss fight. Mage just completely eliminates whatever unit they attack, which is quite nice. Lancer's getting in nice and close. Alright, perfect. Now we have the boss fight. Alright, so we have the Spider Queen, who's going to, looks like, debuff my units. That's not very nice. Here's another Sergeant. Level 2 now. So +2 to adjacent allies, or +4 if they are knighthood. Obviously the Lancer is knighthood. Which is good. Let's re-roll. See if we can get a freebie. How about another Dryad? Man, I'm getting a lot of Sergeants. Let's see if we have what it takes. 385 defense. My goodness. However, 82, 85 for the Lancer after he's all buffed up. 88. Let's see if we can take him out. Looks like he's summoning units to the field. Stay away from the mage, man. He's hopping around. Makes me nervous, but he's... Looks like he's gonna die. Oh yeah. Not a problem at all. Alright, so the Spider Queen goes down, and what do we have? We have Affinity. On merging troops, 50% chance to gain +1 gold. Battle start, 1 gold for each spell bought this turn. Troops now sell for 0 gold. When a troop is sold, receive a troop of higher rarity in the shop. Let's go with this. And we got full HP again, of course. Alright, Power Nut. +3 damage on selected troop. Yes. Let's give that to the Spirit. Scrapper, I mean... Just don't really have room for him, do I? But I do have some open space. Let's see if we can maybe... Gold Sprout, yeah, you bet. Inheritance on death, +1 gold. If I gave that to the Spirit, right? That's just free gold. But he's also got that buff that's giving him more attack. So let's go with the Mage. And let's roll again. Caretaker, what's this? Battle start. Give adjacent allies +1 defense. How about that on the Sergeant? Yeah. Burrower, let's see. Let's do it. Nice. We got the gold. 50% chance. Can re-roll for a freebie. More gold sprouts, you bet. Oh, wow. Look at that. We got a bunch. So let's go Lancer. Burrower again. How about that? Got another one. 0 remaining. Okay. Well, let's move on with that. We'll have 6 gold in the old bankroll for next turn. Looks like we have some more advanced enemies on the field. Ranged units in the back. Energy Root. What's this? +3/+3. Temporarily to all troops. I mean, we'll definitely take it. It's free after all. Let's level up the mage. Let's hit the lancer. Nice. We just keep getting this gold. Let's do this. Let's roll. Dryad. Mage. Again. Dryad. Yes. Now they're doing +2 to all allies in the front row. Burrower. We could do it. Got some free gold. 45% chance to add treasure. How about that? Gold sprout. Boom. And another lancer. Some more gold. Very nice. Alright, it's working out. Let's keep going. Alright, boys. Make it happen. Nice. Sergeant taking on their elite unit. Mage just raining down lightning bolts. Over 100 attack now for the mage. We got double Dryad. Scrapper, Salamander, Sentinel. Let's roll. Spirits. Cheap roll. Roll cost is reduced by 1 for this turn. Let's go. All kinds of buffs happen in pre-battle, which is what you want to see. Our group of Lancers are pretty strong. Definitely hanging in there. So we have the Merchant. Spend gold to acquire powerful enchantments and artifacts or the Tavern. Let's go to the Merchant. See what's popping in the shop. Gains plus 50% experience. I mean, putting that on the Mage would be interesting. Battle start, if you've rolled 3 times this turn, get +2/+3. Let's go Gold Sprout for sure. Level up the Dryad. I mean, I think we go Fast Learner, and I don't think I can take this off. Right, that Sniper enchantment. But Fast Learner on the Mage. Boom, level 5 now, right? Hit him again. Almost level 6. Definitely our power unit, right? And I think we're going to need every bit of his attack as we continue on here. The Lancer's almost up to 100 attack as well, after all the buffs have been applied. Gold Sprout, yes. Next battle, after 6 seconds of combat, all allies gain plus 25%. That's a one-time use kind of thing. Only applies to this battle. So let's roll. Vitality Nut, plus 5 health. If you're at max health, plus 1. Yes. Lancer, yes. Level 5 Lancer now. Beautiful. Dryad. Do we like it? I'm going to roll by it. Sergeant for 18, but it's level 2. Oh, wow. What will you sell for? It'll sell for 8. Still won't be enough. This guy doesn't sell. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping for just a basic one, but I mean, I suppose I could sell you for 6. I could sell you for 8. That's 14. We could bring you aboard, plug you in right there. You are level 2. 2220. This guy's 1327. I would have to part ways with my Burrower, which, you know, does add value. So let's just keep the old eyes peeled for another Sergeant that's not level 2. Like this one right here. Okay, so I think now is the time to move off the Burrower. Doesn't do a ton of damage. We also have a Necromancer. Okay. Battle start calls the on-death effect of all allies. Turn start adds a free zombie of the same level into your shop. We got 2 Sergeants here that we're looking at. Let's add them both. I mean, absolutely add them both. To get the Lancer all buffed up, right? We can go with this for now. Let's do it. 122 attack on our Lancer, 146 for the defense, 143 for the mage. We're seeing some flashy numbers here, my friends. Let's keep going. Mage is just doing some great things for me. Vengeance. On death +5, attack to all allies temporarily. How about let's upgrade our spirit? What's he up to now? 250%. When we finally do sell him, right? It's going to be a really good thing for us. And I've got a bunch of room. Should consider adding another backline unit, the Sorcerer. Shop roll +5 experience, on level up +1 attack. On level up. Sentinel would fit. Let's save it. Let's save our cash. Let's go with this. Lancer up to 151 defense, 156. And then it seems as long as the mage is allowed to operate, just does a tremendous amount of damage. I wish the game would show you who's doing all the damage, you know? Spirit, yes. Well, is this a level 2 spirit? Yeah, it is. 300% now when sold. Another Sergeant. Always got room for another Sergeant. Another Mage, yeah. Up to level 6 now for the Mage. Hitting for 160. Massive, massive hit. Let's see, our Lancers get up to what? 144, 161, 151, 167. These guys are kind of nasty. Mages, take them out. Alright, good job, guys. Alchemist or Elite Monster. Let's meddle with the Elite. 572, 220. Wow. This guy is mighty. Inferno, what's this? During combat, deal damage to all adjacent enemies based on attack. I mean, you got really strong attack and you always get in there. I don't hate it. Let's do it. Shaman. Battlestar gives +3/+2 to the ally in front and to all allies of the same name. Well, that would be interesting. +2 attack when any troop on the field gains a level. Dryad as well. Shaman though. Where's that general that the game told me would be added to my deck at some point? Maybe. Alright guys, we have an elite. Okay, so he's doing splash damage, clearly. We need the mage to hold on. Wow. Okay, so looks like the mage will prevail, but he took me to the ringers a little bit. Cost of all troops is reduced by 2 next turn. Next shop roll only contains epic troops. How about that? The answer is yes. Alright, so we have a bunch of necromancers, which don't really fit our deck, but we also have the princess. Turn start gives +5 experience to allies in a cross shape, doubled on allies with a cost of 4 gold or less. Increases max level of all other troops by 1. Interesting. So what if I did... I mean, I think I want to add the princess. And I think getting the princess... like maybe down here. Ideally, I would put her on the mage, because he's going to get a bunch more experience, right? So she will actually like feed them experience if they're within this little yellow grid. I mean, it would be most beneficial on the Lancer as well. And probably the Spirit too, if you really think about it. Although the Spirit will be sold relatively soon. Range support unit. Okay. I mean, do we drag you down there, pal? Do we just do this? I think so. I think that's the most fitting spot for her. Let's go with it. Sorcerer Zombie Spellblade. What is this? Arcanist melee warrior strengthened by collective experience who uses magic, excuse me, to wield a giant sword. +2/+2 for each troop level on the field. Turn start, add 2 troops from your army to the shop. On attack, +1. On attack, +1 attack? Are you kidding me? For 10? I mean, who would I sell? I think it's prudent to add him. We can sell the Sergeant and get him. We can sell a Sergeant. I mean, yes. The answer is yes. So let's figure this out. I mean, let's get him. He looks like a Meta Knight from Kirby. Oh yeah, that's a cool looking guy right there. 98, 86 units. Just coming out swinging. Wow. Alright, well, let's see if we can bolster his attack a little bit. I mean, is this the time when we move off the Spirit, maybe? So we can free up some zones for the Sergeant. And the Spellblade, right? Maybe. Let's figure this out. So I kind of want him on a Sergeant, so we can start snowballing that attack. We got this Sergeant right here. So get him on 2 Sergeants, right? We get the Mage. Get the Princess, like, right here, so she's affecting the Spellblade and the Mage. And now we have the Dryad, who we don't really have room for yet. Now let's see. Next turn. If I purchase this zone, we can fit them in right here. I mean, that's certainly an option. Or I simply sell the Spirit. I'll probably sell the Spirit before the boss battle anyways. But he's got, I mean, 156 through 135 broadly. It's 300%, so even a couple more turns will be impactful. I think here's what I'll do. Do we try to get him on the front row? So like this. Let's see, Princess. He's got to be on the Mage. Can't quite fit in there. I think we can consider expanding next turn, but let's go ahead and sell the Spirit. Watch everybody get buffed up. Absolutely. I'm really curious about the Spellblade. Let's see what he does. Alright, 183, 195 for our Lancers. The Spellblade getting in there. Our cool new toy, right? Look at this guy. Look at him go. What a cool unit. An Ogre. Another Sergeant. We've got 2 Princess. Can only afford 1. But she's going to increase the max level of all other troops by 1. That goes really well with the Spellblade. Right? Like, it just does. It's tailor-made. Not to mention a bunch of Sergeants as well. I guess if we bump him up, then it's all good. I don't need to expand. So let's go ahead and let's add the princess. Man, what a shop roll that was. Wow. Spellblade just goes in there and takes out an entire swarm of them. Alright, this is exciting stuff here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Another surgeon. We got another spirit. I think that experiment has ended. Rarity boost. Reroll shop with increased rarity. Well, let's see. So for the Sergeant, if I was going to get one of them up, or do we maybe consider adding another one to the mix? I would have to expand. I could do this and look for another princess. It's possible that we get one. Let's do it. Shaman. Double shaman. Too big. Doesn't fit. Let's go Dryad. Let's roll again. We've got the Ogre. Strong melee favoring beast that amplifies each bonus it receives. Whenever the defense or attack is altered, gains +2/+2. Interesting. What if I did something like this? He's got 3 adjacent units. Back up, it would be 4. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and let's up our surgeons. Anything to sell? Battle start -4 to all enemies. Let's save the cash. We're going into a boss fight next. Alright, let's go, boys. 182, 179 for the Lancers. Looks like these guys just fly right on into the mage. Somebody take him out. Mage, good job. Alright, our mages have been just whittled down, but it looks like the Spellblade has something to say about it. And here we go, another boss fight. Alright, so we have the Tentacle Lord. Increase roll cost by 2. Okay, so yeah, he's doing that for sure. Sergeant, yeah. Get upgraded. Mage. Almost up to level 7. Maybe the princess can get him there. Shaman, Ogre, Necromancer. If I roll this... I mean, what are we really looking at if I roll this? 5 gold. Wouldn't be able to invest in a princess. If we get another mage, I would. There's a princess right there, of course. The one that I wanted. Well, I'm not going to sell anything. We're too invested. Can we take this out? Guess we're going to have to find out. Let's go. Alright, guys. Okay, so it looks like this guy, what, burrows or something? These things are pretty strong, those little tentacles. Let's go, mages. Let them have it. Half HP left. Okay, so they come back. Oh, boy. Alright, guys, gotta hang in there. Lancers are down. Spellblade is surviving. Okay, so he loses that engagement, and here we go. This guy's just pulsing us down. He's targeting the princess first. The tentacles come back. I don't like my chances. These guys are healing. Let's go, mages. Pulse them down. Little starfall by the princess. Let's go. Okay, so this really isn't good. princess just gets decked. So does the dryad. Mages are the last to fall, and yikes, man. We almost got him. Almost got him. Ha! What a bummer. Keep trying. The demonic invasion must be stopped. Man, I was feeling really good about that. Spellblade, right? The legendary Spellblade. We had a really strong troop of Lancers. Our mages were hitting for 238. Dryad healing pretty good, buffing up the defense on the front line. We had a bunch of Surgeons that just gave us a bunch of attack buffs, of course. But surprisingly, we still fell. Man. 900 attack accumulated. Well, that's a huge bummer. It's a huge bummer, my friends. Maybe a little anticlimactic. I thought maybe we had that final battle there, though, but it got pretty intense. I think those tentacles are very, very strong, and the key to that boss is you got to get through the tentacles as quickly as possible so you can start focusing damage on the boss himself. He's obviously very, very tanky at 1200 defense, but you basically got to get through the tentacles, get onto him. He's going to summon them again. You got to get through that wave as well in decent shape, and then start taking on the boss. And you pretty much have to defeat him that second time around. Otherwise, you saw what happens. Those tentacles come back ×4, and they simply just eliminate you. At least that's what happened here today. But this has been Knightica. I mean, this is an awesome and exceptional new roguelike auto-battler. And like I mentioned in the intro, I'm going to be playing this live, right? We're going to be live streaming this as part of Turn-Based Thursday Fest. I'll be live streaming this particular title on the 8th of June at 6 p.m. Central Time. So swing on by the channel, and we'll definitely be playing the other characters during that live stream, right? I've got 90+ minutes slated for this particular game, so you know, we'll try the Ghoul out. We'll definitely try the Merchant or the Jester or Joker out for sure. Probably do another Warrior run as well. I mean, why not? But yeah, I stepped into this one. I actually found it as part of the Turn-Based Thursday Next Fest, right? Because you kind of elect yourself for games, and I saw this one and I was like, wow, this game looks exceptional, and sure enough, it is. So here we are playing some Knightica. Check out the free demo for yourself as well. Link in the video description below. So I'm going to get on out of here, my friends. Thanks again so much for spending some time on the channel today, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.